Welcome everyone to Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival 2021 Q&As. I am Samara. Thank you for joining us and happy Republic Day to all Trinbagonians. This year, our full program will be screened online from September 22nd to 28th with our new media exhibition available online and in person at Grandison Lab, Belmont, this Friday 24th, that's the day, and Saturday 25th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have for the filmmakers, and we will try to answer them during the session. And of course, don't forget you can check out the films at watch.eventive.org/TTFF21. We'd also like to thank all our TTFF21 sponsors and partners. NGC is our signature sponsor this year, and we have leading sponsorship from Shell Trinidad and Tobago and Republic Bank Limited. All right. So today with me is Ryan Gibbons, who loves being behind the camera, as that ability to capture beautiful imagery gets him excited to wake up and do what he does every day, as he puts it, and has been honing his skills over the past 15 years, primarily as a cinematographer working on commercials, corporate features, and music videos all over the English-speaking Caribbean. Today, he represents his directorial debut, Lavway. Also with me is Ryan Lee, who was born into a family of photography enthusiasts and is a graduate of the UWI St. Augustine Film Program, holding a BA in film production. He's no stranger to the film festival, though, as his final year film, Flying the Coop, won the People's Choice Award, the best short film at TTFF 14. Today, he's representing as the director of the documentary, It's Just a Little Wine. Welcome to you both.
Thanks, Samara. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
My pleasure. So we're going to jump into the questions. So for both of you, I mean, how did the idea to create this documentary, Ryan Lee, and this film for you, Ryan Gibbons, come about?
All right, so I'll go first. So, anyways, all right. So yeah, so this documentary is just something that we needed to do because we tend to take our culture and our artists for granted in Trinidad and Tobago, sadly. They're often overlooked. And where these people are working so hard to get their jobs done, they night and day, like ridiculous hours they have to wake up. And especially now with the pandemic, and they have no income coming in, and they're still trying to go out there and find alternative ways to survive and live. But we tend to overlook these people, and they just say, oh, well, it's just on stage, It's just a little wine. But is it just a little wine? And I think it's very important to hear these stories of these people and really see the struggles they had to go through and the prejudices, especially for like male dancers and female dancers. I think it was an important story to tell, and it was an appropriate time to tell it, and so that's what we did.
Yeah, man, that's good. I mean, and well, for me, Lavway was a story conceptualized by creative director from Lost Tribe, which is Valen Kamaraj, and was co-written by Mohammed from Freetown. So I did a project previously with Val, and then we kind of started talking and working on this Lavway project, something he had in the pipeline and always wanted to pull off the ground. And I mean, as tough as COVID was last year, it brought about some opportunity, and it gave us a chance to now bring this story to life, And similar to what Ryan was saying there, it's a story about our culture, the essence of where Carnival, the origin of Carnival, and where it came from, what it means to every Trinidadian. I mean, because Carnival means something different to every other person you speak to, And it was really a combination of that, bringing all these different stories and the energy and the vibe of people, and really just bringing it to the big screen and telling our story as it's called,
Yeah. I enjoy the personification of everything that it encapsulates Carnival as we know it, even from back then to today. And then the aspect of of the carnival, which is dancers for Ryan Lee's film, that is incorporated in a way that, people don't understand what it means or what it takes for that to even happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So seeing that both the films are so technical and they're well produced, what was some of the equipment used to achieve the visuals?
All right, so I'll go again. So for me, we used so all right. So these days we're very lucky that cameras are so accessible these days. So we can use smaller cameras. It's less intimidating, especially for documentary sets. It's good to have a smaller camera, so when so people are less nervous, and some of these stories are very personal. So we want to be there and have a small footprint as possible, yet still get cinematic quality images. So I used a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera 4K. I'm not sure if people out there might know what that is. Yeah. So we had multiple days. So we had two cameras. Yeah, we had two cameras every day for every interview because we want to get closer in to see some of their faces, the expressions, different angles, so we could cut around. Yeah, so that was the main cameras. The lenses we use, I can't remember the lenses because I was usually I would be the one shooting, but this time I was directing, so I picked either one. So I wasn't really paying too much attention to which lenses and stuff we use. And I just know we use the two Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera 4Ks. Sliders, we use quasars for lights, apertures for lights, a bunch of different stuff, but the main camera was a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera 4K.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Ryan and I similar tastes. So yeah. So we as well shot on Blackmagic 4K cinema cameras. That was a decision DP of the film, Oliver Mill, and I came up with just for the look of the camera. That's our style and what we like. And then we had some PL mount lenses that we used, which were some Super 16s. I think I remembered what they were. Yeah. And other than that, we got the opportunity and we had some fun building some huge rigs. We had some very big lighting systems that we built. The lighting company that helped us build it, they were they were accustomed to doing stage, and it was one of the biggest lighting rigs they've ever built. So we definitely did some first for film in Trinidad with those on set with Lavway, especially turning Center of Excellence into a sound stage, that's a huge space to fill out.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we definitely had huge support from lighting crew, and then I guess that is the strong point of Tribe, and that is where they came in and they really showed their true potential and what they were about by bringing that part of them towards film. They coordinated having all the lighting systems, all the fog machines we built. For those who haven't seen it, just to put out a little spoiler out there, we had a pool inside in Center of Excellence. You know what I mean? We built a water stage, and that is where their strong point really came in. And I guess that kudos to the technical director of UAL, which is Kendall. That was his strong point, and it really showed.
Wow,
that's one. Yeah. Can I add and one thing as well for Lavway? Because I also worked on Lavway. The Blackmagic Pocket, the cinema camera, the 4K, it was yes, the quality of the image and the look, but also to get some of the shots. Like we had it on the DJI RS2.
Yeah.
And so we could do 360s, Yeah. So we could have the camera spinning in 360s.
That's true.
It was it was crazy. And
then
you had Audie running up and down like a crazy man, left and right.
Left and right.
It was good. And in darkness too. In some of these scenes, it's just dark.
That's it. Yeah. So we definitely needed a camera that could handle low light situations, as Ryan mentioned as well, to a camera that's very nimble. Because besides, we shot all over Trinidad. We literally, I think it was, if I remember correctly, we shot 14 locations around Trinidad. So we needed something that could have handle the ruggedness of outdoors, but then still be versatile enough to handle low light situations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And how did it
so
hold up in the heat?
I mean, it's built to do what it has to do. So it's a
Nice.
camera that could stand up in both situations. So
Okay, good.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, because some of those shots were like, what? How did they do that?
I mean, the story itself is very theatrical, you know. So visually, that is something that I wanted to represent. Like sometimes if
Right.
you listen to Val speak, he's like a uber creative, and the
Yes.
way he describes things, that I made it my mission to make sure this film is visually interesting. It has to be a wow factor, you know, and that's where Ollie and I sat down, and the way we wanted it shot, the way we wanted certain things to look, the way we lit the scenes and everything like that. It was something we really wanted to, you know, make sure and stand out with that.
Well, it showed. So, Gibbons, I wanted to ask you to just share with us a bit about the process of doing. I mean, you have shared a little bit in the process of doing such an elaborate production, but coming from an events background, how different was this for you? As this was a little bit more story driven, as you know, as opposed to an event per se. Live event, you know.
Well, actually, I don't do much live events. But this story background from me. I mean, I've worked on films before, not in a director's role, either gaffing or camera assistant or something. So I mean, it was exciting. I mean, doing a film was always my passion. It was always a want, and you know, it's one of the bucket list things to take off. And getting this opportunity, I mean, it was amazing to actually be there and actually get the ball rolling on something like that. And especially in the director role, starting off on, I think it was a great opportunity to me, starting off on a film of that scale. You know, we really got to explore things very quickly, learn things very quickly on set, especially having a lot of challenges. One, COVID, and then having to juggle the amount of talent and crew and, you know, everybody that's on set, you know. It really was a challenge in those aspects, but it was a awesome learning experience, like just being thrown into the fire immediately, you know. So best way to learn in my books.
Oh, great job. Ryan Lee.
Yeah.
What type of research?
Sure.
Yes, I have to. I was like, Lions. What type of research did you have to do to develop the vast perspectives given for the subject matter? Like, are you a dancer? Are you a secret? You know, you have a secret talent for dance that we don't know about.
Well. I have a secret website. Anyway, no. No, so I've always had a passion. I wouldn't say passion for. I'm not a great dancer. Let's just put it out there. But I could always remember distinctly when I was younger, like 6 or something maybe. The minute they put Michael Jackson on, that was it. Like that was it. It's all on the floor spinning. I was all over the place, right? I used to do it on purpose because I know that is I couldn't help it.
That's get you going.
Yeah, that was it. So yeah, so that as well as, you know, I always had a love for all the arts, especially local culture and tradition. So that plus the love for music, dance, our culture especially, all that intertwined into one. And then White Oak, I mean not like Angostura, White Oak, they had they were like, all right, let's make this happen, you know. They had this idea and they wanted to show the world and ourselves that dance is not just something is just call them now. Just bring them on stage. Just a little dance. No, it isn't. You know, it's much more. So I like to thank Angostura for that opportunity. That I'm not sure what happened to Ryan there.
Lost Gibbons,
yeah. So I'm not sure. I mean, I was happy that they took the risk and the chance, especially during this pandemic, because it was so hard to get this done. Because normally you would want to follow these dancers around everywhere they go. So I have to thank all the dancers as well. And the team at Lonsdale, I have to thank them because normally you would follow these people around, capture their lives, see their struggles. But these dancers, they pull out all these stops. They had to find all the footage that we asked for, and we keep harassing them. I'm sure we were like annoyed, and I'm sure they were like, "Oh, this man again."
Yeah.
All right, can we get some pictures of this? Can we get some more? Can you take a picture of that? Can you take some videos of this? Because of COVID, it was just hard, right? But
oh gosh,
at the end of the day, and then we trying to get research stuff, but then National Archives was closed, so it was hard to get like historical context to a lot of the to a lot of the content we wanted to put out there. But we pulled it off, and I mean, the team at Lonsdale, Angostura for sure, White Oak, but Joel, the editor, Joel Berkman.
Joby is a boss.
Listen,
like, come on.
That man did some amazing work. I was like, I don't know how we even like that. Oh, this is making sense now. Oh, yeah. So he was amazing. But I think it was an overall amazing team effort, and it was tight.
Yeah.
Wish we had more time. And I wish it wasn't during the pandemic, but yes, we got it done. Yeah.
Nice. Just quickly before we go, because we have just a little bit of time. Thanks, Gibbons. Hey, what? Just one piece of advice that you'll give to filmmakers to help them appeal more to corporate entities. Like, if you have any, what can you give?
You want to take that one first, Ryan, or you want me to?
Go through, because I didn't hear part of the question. So.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So what? Okay. Yeah.
Ask it again. Ask the question again.
Okay, yeah. So the question was, what piece of advice, so just one, because we have a little bit of time, what advice would you give to someone, a new filmmaker maybe, to help them appeal more to corporate entities? Because you both have corporate sponsors on this. So
I would say you really have to go approach corporate and show them that creative art is more than just a hobby, yes, we're passionate and stuff, but there's a business side to it that you do have to learn. You just can't be a uber creative all the time, and slippers and chill and stuff. There sometimes you do have to lace up your boots, put on a shirt and approach people in that manner. So I would say, learn that side of it as well. If this is your passion, this is your craft, you have to learn all aspects of it. And the creative side is one part of it. And I guess as a creative, that will be the natural thing to you. It will come natural to you. But learn the corporate side of things and how the avenues to go and how to pitch, how to approach corporate, how to present an idea properly. These are things that you definitely do need to learn and do your research on to actually get some kind of attention from corporate. Because
sorry, don't mean to cut you.
No, I was just wrapping up on that. So you go ahead, jump in.
Yeah. So I agree. I think it's a very important thing to practice as well. Also, so pitch to your parents. Pitch to your girlfriend, your boyfriend, anybody you get a chance to just pitch. As soon as make it as short and tight and condensed as possible. So that your idea is your idea in your head. You could get that out, and people could understand what you said and see the goal. And you have to remember, it's not just about what you want. It's like a bargain. So it's also you and the corporate identity. You need to make them understand the benefit and the dream. Like you need to make them understand that we could do this together, and by doing this together, we could both benefit. And also add in some added benefits. Add in not just me and you, not me and the corporation, but also the country as well. So don't just keep it like I just want to make my dream and that's it. And corporate need to give me. You wouldn't get anywhere with that.
Yeah, 100 clap.
True, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs need to be met in both for sponsors and you as the creative to really come together and work together to grow and make a really great project. Yep. Yeah. I agree. Really great. Thanks. That's really good advice. So we're kind of out of time now, but it was so great. You're really great contributions, and thank you to the Ryans. A little Ryan sandwich. Ryan.
Ryan.
Team Ryans. Riley and Ryan Gibbons. It was such a pleasure to chat with you both today, and thanks everyone for joining us for this Republic Q&A. Don't forget, you can still catch all of these great films as they are screening today. So check out our website, right?
Log in now.
ttfilmfestival.com, where you can find all the information on how to buy tickets and check out the films coming up as well. Yeah? So great. Thanks, guys. Till next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.